I ain't gonna long talk, y'all, man. Y'all know SM paid us. I'm Nick.
I ain't received no checks yet, but 안녕, 로입니다.
Keith.
I'm Curtis.
Nah, y'all know the vibes, man. Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studio, SM Town. I'm happier that y'all on here. This is your first time on the channel. Hit that subscribe button and become a real redeemer today. Trust me, you'll be happier that you did it. Also, if you want to be super happy, jump on that Patreon for exclusive content. There's going to be a lot of bangers on there and a lot of exclusive SM Town stuff in general. Probably by the time y'all watching this, it should be the Boa, Wendy, and Ning Ning like up on there, and also some other SM Town stuff that we couldn't drop on YouTube due to them blocking everything. But I see some legends on here. Yeah, I know. They ain't let that shit rock on YouTube. Nah, this is an interesting pairing of people. KANGTA was on The Cure. YESUNG. Have you been on anything yet?
I don't remember. I know KANGTA. I think, if I'm not mistaken, KANGTA is from HOT.
SUHO was on stuff before. We know TAEIL. We know
TAEIL.
RENJUN would actually be my bias if Henchan and fucking Merc was in Dream. So we got a Dreamy on here too. Yeah, you want to look something up? He's in HOT.
And then SUHO is from probably TVXQ.
TVXQ content will be coming soon.
Just to make sure. No, SUHO is XO. Okay, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm tripping. What's the other boy?
Yes.
YESUNG. YESUNG is who I'm thinking is for.
Suho's the one with the eyes.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I mean, like, comment, subscribe.
What about his album, man?
He has intense eyes.
YESUNG is from Super Junior.
Oh.
So HOT, Super Junior, EXO, NCT, 127, and Dream.
So 1, 2, 3, 4th June.
Basically.
Got you. Yeah, man, no long talk. Let's jump into this. I don't know what we getting. Y'all think we getting a ballad? Y'all think this turn up?
With TAEIL there, with some vocals, is having RENJUN's a vocalist too, right? We're getting vocals and maybe a ballad.
That's cool. Let's jump in this. Shit. Okay. Ballad me. Shit.
Sing me out of the same.
So someone's getting knocked the fuck out. Slept on vocalists. Told you, sleep on vocals. My young boy go.
잠시만 눈을 감아요. 하늘 깜빡이 될게요. 당신의 그 맘까지
was a tease.
Yeah. Hey.
I said,
I was just playing. Nah, that joint was really good and shit. I did want a little bit more towards the tail end of everything, if I'm being completely honest. But they smoked shit. This was a chill setting. It may not have been called for, honestly, even to draw at the end of everything, especially because they've been doing it the whole album for real. I like this a lot, though. Literally kind of the same thing you could say for every SM video. Powerful vocals. Motherfuckers are sitting here looking visuals with visualing. I want more of this. It's I felt like they gave they some drug references. Talking about they done threw a pack to the block and it hit. And now the fiends want more. Pandemic. But nah, like everything on the SM Town joint is hitting. Cause for me this is a download. Literally the last track was a download. The 4 tracks before that was a download. This all definitely is not so much mood music and shit for a lot of it, because obviously I don't know how many applications certain people could listen to this. I'm not sure if on the wake up you just gonna be like, yo, let me cut this joint on this shit. You can't work out to this. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But I do think this has applications as far as like because I'm about to set up like a ballad K-pop list and like, or a turn up joint or things of that nature. Also, I think for a movie setting that this would have been like a cool joint for like a movie. I like this a lot though, man. It was just a bunch of strong vocalists really just chilling and doing them. Also, shout out to like the harmonizations that they were able to do too as well. I felt like nobody kind of overpowered or really drawed or stepped on anybody's feet. They, especially towards the tail end, the reason why I wanted a little bit more was because they sound like they started jumping in that pocket to where it's like you go, I go, we going around, like, you know what I mean? Where it's, they were weaving into, like, I felt like their voices literally started weaving into each other, just doing a Marriott.
Like so well paired.
Yeah, like, and it just was, I wanted to like a little bit more of that once I had got it. But all in all, I did think this was a solid track. I do like the minimalistic aspect of it too, just because we've seen a couple videos be a little bit more, like with The Cure, kind of a little bit more up and around. We seen with Hot and Cold kind of the more dancing like centric thing, and then kind of with the 3 quote unquote ballads with Priority, we seen that kind of a little bit more of a turned up ballad. Time After Time was a little bit more of like your classic like sound. This was kind of a little bit more in between. This sounds to me like this could have either had a choir playing if they wanted to, or just the studio version. I mean, it is a couple angels sitting up.
Something like a prayer type shit.
Yeah, hit God. But nah, that's my spiel. How'd you guys feel about this?
I don't even have any long talk for this one. This was cool. I like seeing this unit together. It's pretty interesting. Surprisingly though, I don't have any like true standout moment for this. Everything was kind of like straight line. None of there was no valleys, no peaks. So you know, this is a pretty cool performance for SM. Like I said, I expected vocals. Once I see TAEIL, and I'm a little familiar with RENJUN from the From Home song that they did on NC2U project. But yeah, man, I actually want to see more of the older members a little bit. So get a little bit more of their music and stuff like that. Especially KANGTA after hearing him on The Cure. So I'm a little bit more interested in that. But that's my spiel.
Yeah, it's really what it was too. Is I wish, obviously, I almost might just be like, y'all want every fucking time it ends for it to be like that. I think sometimes those moments just stand out a little bit more.
I didn't even need them to yell. Just like I said, it was nothing that really like kind of jumped out at me in general. Even if they did, you know, the whole, you know,
belted and just search on them,
and you know, ad libs and everything like that. So that was it. But yeah.
I thought the song was cool. Very good vocally, minimalist production, which kind of fits for them to allow them to kind of like just use the voices to kind of fill in the gaps or whatever. Everybody sounded great. KANGTA sounded very breathy. I thought that was very good. Who's the guy furthest to the right?
TAEIL?
TAEIL. Yeah, TAEIL definitely stood out, especially with like the the double ups that he was doing, the ad libs that he was doing, kind of repeating everybody on the call and response aspect of it. And then when he kind of came in full voice and did his own little thing, he was definitely killing. I'm like Nick. I definitely wanted to hear the round go at the end. And again, it doesn't have to be any loud belting out of notes. You can have just done that, and it kind of did like a passing the baton of vocal gymnastics or whatever. Maybe you got, 5 people there. Somebody could have probably did a couple runs or thrown it in there, and it would have been cool. And you could say like, oh, well, you want well, when the song dictates that, absolutely, that's what I want. And to give me anything less is kind of like just lazy.
Unacceptable.
Pretty much. So yes, that is what we want every time, especially when you have 5 vocalists who are world-class vocalists, and then you don't even let them cook. So I kind of wanted that in the end, and it was kind of like Nick, exactly like Nick said. It kind of sounded like they were going there, and then they just like, nah, cut it off. Right.
So Mark got the studio notes.
Mark got the studio. He made the phone. he made the phone call. Mark got the studio, but I don't know. It just kind of left a little bit to be desired toward the end. But all in all, it's a good track. I mean, it's just when you stack it next to the other ballads that we've heard in this kind of BPM or this kind of vibe, the ending definitely leaves it wanting. So.
Yeah, and what's crazy is too with certain melodies, they were getting me a little bit as the song was going on. They was hitting those kind of like those la 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 la. I said you. No, but they was kind of like working me into just like, oh, okay, and then towards the tail and then shit. I almost wish the song started from the middle. If that makes any sense to anybody and shit, like kind of started from the middle because of like the pacing, and then the. Wish the end was the middle and shit, and you still ramped it up. I still fuck with it.
Yeah, I thought this was really solid overall. I wasn't too familiar with all the members specifically to fully kind of appreciate and take in everything, and the length of the song was relatively short comparatively. So I definitely want to get better at knowing them and where they come from and their journeys and everything to fully appreciate everything. But I know it must have meant an incredible deal, especially having Gen 1, 2, 3, whatever, pairing all the way up through the line, all the way down to present gen, and then kind of those collabs that are like almost like you had to be there to experience it sort of thing, just because of how, granted, it's something that's being explored a little bit more as we're seeing, which is great for us in our journey and just being music listeners and lovers, to experience that, but it's something that I know has been incredibly rare, or at least comparatively rare. So I just imagine like that this must hit incredibly well, and I like that the labels are kind of taking their time to experiment with that a little bit more. Because there's just so much incredible music out there with that level of talent, and that's both within individual groups, of course, and then collectively, as a label, what they're able to experience. I did love the setting of everything, kind of like the heavenly like fog and kind of snow aspect with the warm lighting. I thought it fit the ballad mood very well. I really liked some of the lyrics, essentially like how it was like when those storm clouds kind of turn to snowfall, like where this this darkness kind of ends up being something that's a little more positive and joyful as the seasons change, as the new year kind of rings in. I just like the poetry and kind of those lyrics, and then their voices and especially their inflections and conveying such emotion was something that hit for me the most. It would have been really incredible if they had kind of had a little bit more of a run at the end, and especially pairing off on some more of the harmonies. That the collection of talent certainly would be able to bring incredibly, but overall I did really love the song and the general vibe of everything a lot as well.
Yeah, some got chill. These 5 months smoke somebody else's group and shit. Putting together some deadly joints, like the 5 deadly venoms and shit. Nah, though. Jump in the comments. Tell us how, obviously how y'all felt about this. If y'all agreed or if y'all disagreed. Also, if y'all not subscribed, I don't know what the hell y'all doing. Clearly, y'all love the SM talent and stuff, and we do nothing but show them love and really show all other K-pop artists a lot of love.
That's clear.
Yeah. So this is a safe place. Jump in the comments. Let us know how y'all feel. Also, jump on the Patreon, man. It's more SM stuff on there, especially a lot of content that's blocked. If this is your first time here and you jump on that Patreon and you love SM, your mind's gonna explode. It's uncuts on there, exclusive choreo battles, live performances, dance practices, and just some God tier shit on there. We're on there. So yeah, other than that, we love you guys. We're gonna holla at y'all. Peace.